Okay, welcome everyone to Melbourne JVM for May. As usual, we've got some great sponsors helping out tonight. So People Bank, our favourite recruiter, have paid for the food and drinks that you've hopefully enjoyed by now, or are enjoying. Queen's Collective are offering the space, obviously. And then finally, we'll do an IntelliJ giveaway at the end of the night, which is hopefully not the only reason you're here. Right. Okay, Java news. So this is a little bit old, but I left it out of the last news thing. So we are celebrating 20 years of Java, which I probably should have put a nice logo for. Refer to Con's shirt for that. Not now. So yeah, it's 20 years of Java, and I was reading an infographic on this last night, and from 95 to 2015, we've gone from something like 30 Java developers to over 9 million, which is a fair slice of the market. And I think we're number 2 on the TIOB list, or whatever it's called.
No, actually, I think we're number 1 again.
We're either number 1 or number 2. Either way, it's good. Oracle are doing a virtual technology summit, May 19th. I don't really remember what the topics covered are, but I'll send around an announcement for it so that if you don't have it, you can register. They're doing one for Asia, so it will be at a decent time. It won't be at horrible o'clock. Java 9. So the tentative schedule was announced on the mailing list this morning. So 10th December, feature complete, mid-2016, final release candidate, and theoretically, by the 22nd of September 2016, we should have Java 9. It's good that this is still a fair way away, because with the modularity changes with Jigsaw, IDEs are going to have to be upgraded and stuff like that. So by the time that comes along, your IDEs are all updated, and it's pretty easy to just move straight into Java 9, because everyone should be on Java 8 now, right? Open source releases. I've just got a couple here. So Gradle 2.4 came out this morning as well, or last night. Yep. It's got some awesome performance improvements. So people are seeing sort of 20 to 40% speed improvements. Is the daemon new?
It's now default, so it will start for you.
All right, so it'll start a daemon in the background that does sort of incremental builds, and I think it terminates itself after 30 seconds of inactivity. So if anyone's using Gradle, they should update right now. I think that was actually on the release notes update. Apache Tamaya is something that I noticed during the week. It went into incubation at Apache in November of last year, but it's basically an attempt to standardize configuration in Java. It's currently not a JSR, but I think that's the path they want to go with it. So if you've hand-rolled config things time after time, you should check out that project. It's targeting both SE and EE, both Java 7 and Java 8. And finally, Orbit, which is an actor framework similar to Akka from BioWare, which is kind of strange. So yeah, EA have open sourced that, and if you're interested in that kind of thing, if you're using Akka and you want to see an alternative, check that out. ThoughtWorks Technology Radar. Who signs up to get the Technology Radar? Okay, you should. Okay, ThoughtWorks, every 6 months, they publish a technology radar, which is sort of their view of what technologies are sort of up and coming, what's established, what choices you should make. So there's a stack of different things involved on this, but I've got 4 here that I thought were interesting. So contract testing, for anyone who went to Yao or anyone who's doing microservices, this is about making better end-to-end tests faster. ThoughtWorks have kind of pioneered this, so it wasn't a huge surprise that it was up there and docked, but you should check that out. Application servers are hold. which is good for me because I can't stand JBoss. Reactive architectures are in Assess. And finally, Spring Boot, which was, I think, Assess last year, has been upgraded to trial. I think last month we had a fairly good hand count on people using Spring Boot, so it's good to know that there's a lot of faith put in that. And tonight, in reverse order, so we have Pablo talking about geospatial querying with GeoTools. It's in a really bad spot. And then Sumit talking about IoT with Scala. So without further ado, I think I'll introduce Pablo. With a round of applause.